A good day to everyone, and welcome back to the second session of the webinar series 2024 by Zoho Forms. Today's topic is Zoho Forms, a highly adaptive tool for every business. And this is a part one of the webinar series that we have for you. We have two parts in this series, and the part two will be coming up soon. I hope you will join in for that as well if you find this session useful. Today's session will give us an overview of how you can best use the features available in Zoho Forms for your businesses and how these dynamic features can be adopted to suit your specific data collection requirements and automate the back-end tasks of your business. So we'll start off with an introduction and we'll jump right into the breakdown of features that are best useful for businesses everywhere. And this will be coupled along with hands-on and demo sessions, and we'll have a quick recap at the end of the webinar. So today we're going to cover branding and customization, two sister topics. And under customization, we're going to focus on form language translations and the PDFs of form submissions. Finally, we'll go over the different sharing options that are useful for businesses within Zoho Forms and automated notifications as well. Before I jump into our first topic for today, I'll be posting a poll now. This is a question I try asking everyone during most of my sessions, most of my webinar sessions, and it is just to get a quick glance at the kind of attendees I have at each session. So the question is, are you a new user? Would you consider yourself an intermediate level user or an expert at Zoho Forms? Once again, if you are a new user, an intermediate level user, or an expert at Zoho Forms, I would love to know this because this helps us draft our future webinars as well to suit the attendees joining in. So while you answer the poll question, we'll jump right into our first topic for today, that is branding. So we all know that an important aspect of business is brand building. We want our customers to instinctively recognize us through the quality of services we offer and also from the visual signals we set through our websites, our social media platforms, as well as through data collection tools like our forms. Zoho Forms allows you to stay true to your brand by offering extensive functionality and also providing features such as the theme builder to help you brand your forms according to your specific needs. Now, in our last webinar, we discussed the importance of adding branding elements such as logos to your forms. So today we'll focus more on other aspects and functions of the theme builder, which falls under our branding heading. The theme builder allows you to manipulate the visual appearance of your forms by adding different background colors, fonts to field and title texts, and more. So you can make every word count by highlighting important text in your forms, such as the form titles, field labels, instructions, and etc. And by customizing the appearance of the text in your forms, you can encourage certain specific user behavior. For example, when you highlight the field instructions to a brighter color, your respondents will not miss out on these important details that you've highlighted. You can also choose from a wide range of fonts, styles, colors, and more to edit the text on different form sections and draw attention to instructions and field labels that you deem important. For example, when you look at the image I have here on my screen, you'll notice that the form titles and some of the field labels have been highlighted with the help of strategic use of fonts and the weight of the fonts and colors and more. So this is how you can make every word count within your form with the help of the theme builder. Similarly, you can highlight your form's contents by changing the colors and patterns of your form's background and body using the tools provided in the theme builder. This helps in bringing your questions to the forefront with the help of a creative background. Now you can also upload a background image to your form, and Zoho Form Builder allows you to a theme builder allows you to choose your own image or select a free high resolution image from the Pixabay online gallery that we have partnered with. As you can see in this GIF here, with the use of the Pixabay gallery, we're adding in a very relevant and connected background image to this admission form, and it automatically makes the form pop. You can also choose to customize every section and element of your form to perfectly match your needs with the options provided in the theme builder. You can adjust shadows and spacing, soften edges of the form, edit out the borders of the form, change text and element alignment, and more. And you can even customize the submit and save buttons in your form. Finally, you can also add logos and branding elements. Customize your form's colors to match your brand's signature colors or to match your website's theme when you embed your forms into your website. Display your logo on your form's header or upload it as a banner above your form. You can also get creative and use your logo as a background image for your form. Now, the different ways you can add your logo in, you can see that being displayed within the GIF on the screen right here. You can add your logo into your form's header or into the banner section of your form, and even as your form's background as well. So with this, we've had a quick look at the ways in which you can use the theme builder. But now we're going to get into a hands-on session where I show you in live how you can use the theme builder and how these things come to life. So I'm going to go into a hands-on session now. I have a form already built here with the help of one of the form templates that we have available. So for those who are new to Zoho Forms, this is the screen you will see when you open up the form builder once you've signed into your Zoho Forms account. On the left here, you can see your form builder with all the options of the fields available. Today, we're not going to go into any of these fields here. We're going to jump straight into themes. So on the top, you can see the themes tab. I've clicked on that. And now we have the option to create a theme from scratch for your form. And you can also use any of the pre-built themes available in our themes gallery. So when I scroll here, you can see all the pre-designed themes that we have. Our designers have carefully curated these. So you can, in case of a situation where you would like to create a form and quickly add a theme to it and send it out to your respondents, this is very useful as they are all pre-designed for you. So we're going to leave the pre-built themes alone, and we're going to create from scratch and design our form from scratch within the theme builder. So this is what my theme builder looks like. On the left, you can see the options form, subform page, and thank you page available. You can customize your form, the background, the form itself, and the save and submit buttons in your form. If you have a subform within your form, you can customize that as well. In today's form, I don't have a subform added to my form. If your form is of multiple pages, it's a multi-page form, then you can customize every single page separately. And finally, a very important aspect of customization, according to me, in my opinion, is the thank you page, because this is what your respondents see right after they've successfully submitted their form. So you can add a different layer of personalization by customizing this one as well. Today, we're just going to add in a few elements to our form. So we'll start off with the wallpaper in the background section of our form. As I mentioned earlier, you can change up the colors of your wallpaper background. You can also add in a pattern, or you can add in an image. Now you can upload your own image, an image that you have saved onto your desktop or your laptop, or you can choose from the Pixabay gallery. Since I have a concert form, I'm going to search for a relevant image that will fit into my form here. I'm just going to click on this and add it. So I'm happy with that image that I've chosen. Once you're happy with your image, you can adjust the alignment of your image. You can also adjust the fit as well. And you can play around with the opacity of your image. Now that I'm happy with my wallpaper, I would like to move on to my form container. So the form container is this white section of my form. You have all these options available where you can change up the background color, you can add a border to your form container, change out the edges, alignment, spacing, and more. I'm going to add in a softer edge to my form, and I can either apply this on all sides or I can apply it on separate sides that I would want my form's my form's edges to be softened a little bit. So once I'm happy with that, I want to, for example, add a shadow to my forms container now. So I'm going to add a shadow here. I'm going to change out the color of my shadow. I can also blur this shadow out so it's a little less hard. And I'm going to adjust the spread. So with this, I'm happy with the shadow I've added into my form. I'm happy with the form container. So I will now move on to my form header, which is here where my title text is displayed. I want my title text to pop with my form. So I'm going to go into the header section here. And as we can see here, we have a lot of options, but I'm going to go straight into font. And I'm going to try changing up the font of my form header. I like this font, so we're going to increase the size so it's a lot more visible and it's a lot more obvious to my visitors. I'm going to make this bold a little bit. And I would also like to change the alignment and center it. Now with this, I am happy, almost happy with my form, but I want to add in a logo. Now there are a couple of ways I can add in a logo. I can go into the banner section here and upload my logo image. It's under here somewhere. There. I've just added in a placeholder logo image. Or I could also choose to add in my logo within my header. You have the option to add a logo within the header, and I'm just going to add in the same logo there. I want to adjust the size of my logo and make it smaller. I also want to center it so it's above my title text. And I'm happy with that. Now having two logos on my form is a bit of an overkill, so I will remove the logo within my banner section. So there you go. You can also choose to add in your logo as your background as well, but I'm not going to do that now. With this, I'm happy with my form and I'm happy with how I've designed it. So I'm just going to click on apply, and all the edits that I made to my form right now gets saved. Now, if I want to have a look at what my form looks like when a respondent is looking at it in real time, I can click on Access Form, and this is what my form will look like to my respondent. So with this, we've had a quick look at how you can customize your form with the help of the theme builder. I'll give you a minute to try out a few elements in the theme builder yourself. You can add in a wallpaper, background image, or color. You can also add in a banner with your logo. Change up the title or a text title. You can change the font, the heaviness of your text, and also align it to your specific needs. So while you're checking out the theme builder, I'll post a question on here, which is, have you ever used the theme builder to design your forms before? And if yes, what are the aspects of the theme builder that you find most useful while designing your form? You can post your answer within the Q&A tab and we'll have a look at it. So I hope this was enough time for you to try out the theme builder yourself. So we'll move on to the next topic under branding, and that is the custom domain. Now, good branding provides your respondents with a sense of security, and an example of this is the use of the custom domain. Custom domains are used to showcase your organization's brand in the form URLs shared to your respondents. They can help increase the number of responses to your forms, and they also ensure professionalism in your forms and of your organization. Now, you may ask us, why use a custom domain? The default domain name provided when you're sharing your forms publicly is forms.zohopublic.com. And when you use a custom domain, you can replace that with your organization's name in the form URL, which in turn brings us back to the point of security, a feeling of sense of security for your respondents, and recognition of your brand that I spoke about in the beginning. So if you would like to add in a custom domain to your form's URL, it'll look something like this here, this image that I've added in, where I've added a placeholder custom domain, zilkatravels.com. So we will briefly now go over how you can add a custom domain to your account and use them in your form URLs as well. But before I go into that, I would like you to please note that before adding a custom domain to your forms, you must buy and register a domain or subdomain for your organization. Create a CNAME record in your domain provider and use the CNAME record to map your domain or subdomain to the hostname forms.cs.zohohost.com. So now we'll jump right into how you can add a custom domain in the control panel of your Zoho Forms account. So you need to log into your Zoho Forms account as with a super admin access. You need to access the control panel, which is on the top right hand corner, the icon on the top right hand corner. When you go into the control panel, you'll see the option of customization, under which you have the option to add a custom domain. You need to click on add a domain, enter your custom domain name and click add. And you can map your domain, and once that's done, your domain will be listed there and you can check their verification status. Initially, the status will be marked as pending, and once the SSL certification is processed for your domain, you'll receive a confirmation within 3 to 5 days. Once confirmed, the domain status will be changed to verified, and then you can use it within your form's public sharing URLs. So I'll go over this again, adding a custom domain. It looks a little complicated, but it's actually very simple. You simply need to go into your control panel, and under the control panel, you have the option of customization, under which is the custom domain option. You can add a new domain, enter your domain name, click on add, and your domain will be listed there. And it'll be marked as pending until the SSL certification is processed, which will take 3 to 5 days. And then your verification status will be changed to verified. Once it's been changed to verified, we can move on to inserting the custom domain in your form URL. So to do this, you need to go into settings, and in settings, you have the option custom domain listed out under branding. So once you do that, under the drop down, you just need to click on the custom domain that has been added in there, and you need to click on add. And once that's done, click on save, and once that's done, your custom domain will be added into your public sharing URL. And to check this, you need to go into the share tab, and when you look into the public sharing URL, you'll see your domain name or your organization's name listed in the for added to your form permalink URL. So a good thing to note is that you can add a custom domain to forms that are shared only for public forms. So with this, we've gone over the theme builder as well as another layer of adding personalization and branding element to your forms with the help of the custom domain. So we move on into a sister topic to branding, that is customization. And under customization today, we're going to hone in on and we're going to focus on PDFs of form submissions as well as form language translations. We'll start off with PDFs of form submissions. Now you can customize the PDF of form submissions in two ways with the help of the PDF editor to create customized PDF designs of your own, and also with the pre-built PDF templates that we have available for you. Now, the Zoho Forms PDF editor is a tool that converts your form PDFs into, that converts your form submissions into PDFs that you can share with respondents through email or through a thank you page. And it offers custom settings to give your PDF a much more thoughtfully crafted look and help you merge your data anywhere in your PDF. Now, you may ask why we need to customize the PDFs of our form submissions and other PDFs as well. And to do this, I've given you a very visual example. On the right-hand side, we have an invoice which has been designed with the help of our PDF editor. And on the left, we have the same invoice, which is not designed. It has the exact same content and information available within. But with just one simple glance, you can see the difference that this makes and the visual appeal that the invoice on the right hand side has on your customers. The the invoice on the right hand side also looks a lot more professional, in my opinion, when it's well designed and it has your logo added into it as well. So we can see how it affects a business when even the slightest of details have been added into your form submissions, as to your forms, and as well as your PDFs that you respond your form submissions with. Now, as I mentioned before, you can convert your form submissions into PDFs that can be shared through email or through a thank you page. And a good thing about the PDF editor is that you don't need any coding skills to turn your ideas into downloadable PDF templates. Our advanced PDF editor offers easy to use drag and drop elements and fields for your templates. You can also choose between fixed or free flowing layouts or switch between landscape and portrait orientations. Now, dull and mundane PDFs are a thing of the past, and adding engaging backgrounds, images, and even your logo to make your documents more visual appealing is a good way to go for businesses nowadays. And it's not just about making your PDFs visually appealing, but also a way, and the PDF editor is also a way to arrange your data by inserting tables, headers and footers, and content spaces to give your documents a neat and crisp appearance, which is a part of customization in itself. You can also create multi page documents that help you break down your information contextually. This helps in not having your PDFs be overcrowded and a lot of information stuffed into one single page. You can set up your PDF templates in the PDF editor, and you can let data autofill every time someone submits a response to your form. So all of this is automated once you've designed it, and you don't need to worry about it again. So we've gone over how you can design your forms with the PDF editor, and an extension of this editor are the PDF templates that we have available for you. You can customize your PDF templates design, add a logo, background image, border, table, font style, and more to your pages. Create form designs that reflect your brand aesthetic to maintain consistency. You can include user responses in the document name to add an extra layer of personalization. Create documents that speak to your audience directly by naming your PDFs appropriately based on user input information before sending them as attachments. As you can see on the image here, I have named my PDF template as Richard's Invitation based on probably the RSVP form submission I received from Richard, and I have I have merged this data using user input so that the invitations that I sent out are automatically named according to the respondents who've submitted their forms. So this is another level of personalization that I've added to my PDF templates with the help of user input information through my forms submission. And we have a lot of PDF templates for you to choose from. And this library is constantly being added to and added upon because we are trying to add in any information and PDF templates that would be useful to businesses everywhere. So if you have PDF templates that are useful for you, you can let us know, and we will definitely make it a point to add it in as well. Another layer of personalization and customization of your forms is by helping your supporting businesses everywhere and being very mindful of customer preferences, especially of customers from different regions. And this can be done with the help of form language translations. You can customize your forms by translating them to your preferred language. We have 74 languages, including English, available for your forms to be translated into. So you don't need to worry about language being a barrier for you and to connect to your respondents and customers. Now, using this option, you can share your form in multiple languages, allow respondents across the globe to understand the questions in their native tongue, and respond appropriately. Excuse me. You can also add in custom languages from a list of verified language codes that we have available. And a good thing to note is that you can customize up to 10 languages. You can translate your form to up to 10 languages per form. So now we'll go over a quick hands-on how you can translate your forms now that we've discussed the importance of language translations available in forms. So to do this, I'm going to go back into my builder. To explore language translations today, I have a very simple, very basic contact us form present for us. To translate this form, I'm going to go into settings. And I'm going to go into the option translation and messages and click on translation. Now, once you click on that, this is what opens up for you. Under language translations, you have the form language English, that is the default language available, which your form is available in now, and the options to translate your form into. And we have all these languages available for you to translate them into. I've already translated my form into Filipino, Arabic, and Telugu, and I'm going to try adding in another language, Spanish, and click on translate. Once I do that, a translation settings pop-up appears where I have the option to manually edit and manually change out translations of the form content, the field content, the acknowledgement content, as well as custom messages. So you can manipulate this manually and perfect it according to your needs. And when you click on next, you go over the different sections, that is the field content, the acknowledgement content, as well as custom messages. And once you're happy with your form translations, you can click on save. So now we see all the form language translations listed out here, and your form can be accessed in the translated languages. And to do this, we can go into the Share tab. Under the Share Publicly option, we have a drop down where we can see all the languages that our forms have been translated into. So now if I want to share my translated form publicly, I'm just going to click on the translation language that I want to select, and you can see that the language has been automatically appended to my URL. So I'm going to copy this for now, and I'm going to put it into my browser. And this is what my translated form looks like. This is what a right to left language translation looks like. Now I can show you Spanish. And this is what Spanish will look like to my respondents. This is Filipino. And I also have the option of switching between English as well as the other languages I've translated into. So with this, we've seen the importance of branding and customization, and we've gone over a few key elements of customization today, which is the PDF of form submissions as well as language translations. So we'll move on to sharing our forms. Now that we've customized our forms according to our wishes and branded them, we'll move on to how we can share them. And a few different sharing options which are very popular with businesses right now is their ability to embed forms into their websites, as well as private sharing options where you can share your form within your organization and within closed groups, which is very helpful for businesses because they can also be used for the administrative purposes in your organizations. So we'll quickly jump into the embed forms option now. Now you can embed your forms into your web pages and websites, and we have several options available for you to choose from. You can choose an iframe code, JavaScript, hyperlink, HTML, and CSS. And you can also, with the iframe, you can also embed a translated version of your form into your website as well. Now, if you do not want to build websites and if you don't want to go through that hassle, we've still got you covered. You can easily embed your forms into website builders like Zoho Sites and WordPress and integrate your forms seamlessly into your website builder's design. You can also choose to capture attention and encourage form submissions with the Lightbox pop-up style of forms. Display forms as pop-ups on your website, enhancing user interaction without disrupting the browsing experience. Now, with Lightbox pop-up forms, there are a couple of use cases and a couple of scenarios where these Lightbox pop-up forms are very useful to engage your customers with. And the first one is actually showing here. This is an instance where the Lightbox pop-up shows up when your respondent is trying to exit your website. This is a great way to engage your respondent even more and to make your website visitors stay longer on your websites because you can because you can make them stay longer with a prompt such as offering discounts that they may not know about, encouraging them to check out on your projects or upcoming releases more, and this way they stay a lot longer on your website and they also have a rekindled curiosity to check out more. Another instance would be the form pops up right as soon as your website or your web page opens up. Again, this is useful for showing out discount offers, sales, for encouraging website visitors to sign up for your newsletters. And this can be combined with discount offers as well. For example, when someone signs up to a newsletter, they are awarded with a discount on whatever product they'd like to purchase in the future. And this instills a lot more interest in your brand. Your Lightbox pop-up form can show up once a customer scrolls for a certain amount of time or up to a certain section within your website. This encourages them to take some sort of action after the information they've gained from your website. For example, with this, you can show your respondents a contact us form or an inquiry form and encourage your respondents to make bookings or appointments with you or to reach out to you if they have any queries or questions. Your Lightbox pop up forms, that's quite a mouthful actually, can also show up when your respondent or your website attendee has scrolled through your website for a certain period of time. Now, this again encourages them to take a sort of action. For example, is encouraging your website attendees to subscribe to your newsletters. Now that we've gone over the different use cases and different ways we can use embedded forms and Lightbox pop-up forms to gain attention from your website visitors, we'll get into a hands-on where I show you in real time how you can embed your form using iframe into your website. So I have another form designed here. It's once again a concert ticket booking form. I have it ready to go, and I'm going to go into the Share tab. And once I'm inside the Share tab, on the left here, I have the option to embed my form into websites. And I have the iframe, JavaScript, hyperlink, and all the other options available. I'm just going to go into iframe and copy this code. I already have a sample website built right now, and this is a concert and ticket booking, events booking site that I've just created in Zoho sites using one of their templates. And I'm going to add in my form here, allowing my respondents to book their tickets with the help of the form within the website. So I'm going to embed my code, and I've just changed up the height here from a 500 pixels to 1000 pixels. So my form can be seen as a whole within the website without the need for a scroll. So once I click on OK, I can see that my form has been added into my site. Now, if I want to preview this, I'm just going to click on the preview option. And quickly, this is what my form will look like embedded into my website. And this is what my this is what my website visitors see when they visit my website and when they try to book a ticket from within my website. So now we've seen how we can embed our forms into our website. But before I move on, I want to show you something else within this website that I have here. I'm going to delete the element that I just added in. And I'm going to try adding in another form into my site. Once again, this is kind of like a recap, so you can follow along with me through the steps of embedding your form. We're going to the Share tab, Embed. I'm going to copy the iframe code, and I'm going to go back into my site and embed my iframe as an element into my form, into my website. And this is what it'll look like. And I'm going to preview this. Now, the whole reason behind why I did this all over again is to show you the difference between what an undesigned a plain form looks like within your website. This is a simple ticket booking form that I have not designed. It's functional, it does the job perfectly, but in comparison with a form that has been designed to suit and merge right into my website, you can see that it makes a lot of visual difference for customers that are coming into my website. So this is an undesigned form, and this is a form designed to suit my site. So with this, you can see the importance of customization and branding. And with this, I've given you a quick glance at how important the theme builder really is to customize your forms and to create that very important first impression to your website visitors. So with this, we've gone over how you can publicly share your forms in your website with the help of the embed form option. Now we'll move into how we can share our forms privately within our organizations and within closed teams. So you can use forms to log data within your organization and share the collected information with relevant team members for collaboration with the help of our private sharing option. There are two ways in which you can share your forms privately. One is sharing the forms with users within the organization, and this manages form specific permissions via email. And the second way is to share the forms with groups in your organization where group members can view the forms that have been submitted. Now, this is very useful for when you're sharing forms within your department or within your organization itself. For example, in the image shown here, I have shared a leave application form with my employees. And because of the private sharing option available, it goes only within my organization to all the employees there, allowing them to submit any leave applications that they want through this form that I have shared within. So with this, we have seen how we can manage a slightly more administrative side of your business with the help of the private share option, and also how we can collect data from our website visitors, which is very useful for a lot of businesses everywhere which have websites and web pages, with the help of the embed form options. So with the embed form options, as you saw with the example, you can you can allow respondents to book tickets with you, make appointments, and do a lot more. Now, before I go into our next topic for today, that is notifications, I'm going to ask you another question, and that is, what are the challenges you faced when embedding and sharing your forms? So, if you have any challenges that you would like to talk about, you can definitely post them in the Q&A tab. And if there's something we can help you with, we will definitely reach out to you as well. So now we've designed our forms, we've customized them, we've branded our forms, we've shared them with our respondents, and it is time to set up our notifications. And we have four different ways in which we can set up automated notifications within Zoho Forms. And that is the SMS notifications, emails, WhatsApp notifications, and push notifications that gives us a quick introduction to our mobile forms app. So we'll start off with SMS notifications today. The notifications and status updates are an important facet of maintaining a robust information channel with your form respondents. Now, with SMS notifications, you can send respondents a confirmation message when they submit or update a response, and that is made a lot more easier because of this quick and easy channel of notifications that we're using. So, whether it's an order confirmation, a service request update, appointment confirmation, or anything that needs a quick update, you can use text messages to keep the communications going. You can also set up workflows using form rules to send these SMS alerts when certain conditions are met, and these text messages can be sent to the respondent of your form, to yourself, or to the phone number of your choice based on your requirement. So, and the SMS notification is a very quick and concise channel of notification where you can stay informed yourself. You can send in a notification to your respondents as well as keep your teammates in the loop. As you can see in the image here, we've shared what an SMS notification may look like. So here it's an appointment that has been confirmed, and it's got in very concise manner, in a very concise manner, the date and time added, which are at a glance the details that anyone would need from a quick notification like an SMS notification. So, in a very concise manner, all the details that are needed for this appointment have been delivered to your respondents in a very short period of time. So, on the other end of the spectrum, we have email notifications. And email notifications provide your respondents with a confirmation after every form submission, whether it's a purchase, a registration, a query, including additional details like ticket IDs or reference numbers, supporting documents and invoices, and useful links as well in your email notifications. So, as I mentioned before, your SMS notifications are quick and concise notification channel, whereas your emails can be a lot more heavier. You can include a lot of information and documentation as well. For example, ticket IDs, reference numbers, supporting documents, and invoices, and a lot more that can't generally be attached to your SMSs. You can also add in links to your website or other pages that you would like your respondents to be led to with the help of the email notification options. You can create an email workflow by configuring the email notification settings to suit your needs. Add clarity to email by providing contextual subject lines and corresponding messages in your email body. So, this way, you can configure email settings as well. Merge field labels to pre-fill the addressee's name and provide customer-specific details in your email. User input user input data can also be autofilled into the email with the help of the field merge label options. You can also format the font and style of the content text to fit your brand and make your emails more visually appealing. So you can add a layer of personalization to your emails with the help of the merge field option. And as you can see in the image here, we've added in the merge field option in the name itself, in the salutation of your email, so that your emails are auto sent, but every respondent receives one which is personalized to them automatically. You can configure rules to create dynamic email notifications triggered when certain conditions are met. These can be customized depending on the form filled out or the choices your respondents make on a form. With these features, you can customize email notifications for specific situations and send relevant emails to both your respondents as well as your teammates. As you can see in the image here, we have a rule setup where a respondent would receive an email if they have marked a field where they would like to receive a copy of some sort of catalog. So if they have marked this field as yes, where they would want to receive a catalog, an email is sent to them which contains an attachment containing the catalog itself. So when you set up rules like this, sending automated emails to relevant people is made a lot more easier. And you can also set up these rules to loop in your teammates as well. You can send a copy of the email to your teammates to keep them in the loop. And you can also configure rules that will assign tasks to teammates based on the same conditions that cause email notifications. And this is what I explained just now. That way, you can simplify and streamline two essential processes, that is keeping your respondents. That is keeping your teammates in the loop and also sending the relevant information to your respondents via email notifications. So in this image here, we have a use case scenario where there was probably a contact form that has been shared, and someone has sent in a query in the Ask Us Anything field. And with just because there has been a query that has come in, or some a respondent that has reached out to us via this field, we have sent them an email, and we've also assigned a task to one of my team members so they can follow up on this, and this has been taken up as a task as well. Your email notification feature gives you several options to make life easier for both yourself and your respondent. For example, your email can provide respondents with an edit link in case they want to modify their response or correct errors. You can also give respondents a reply to address in case they need to get in touch with you. Now, if your respondents typically want or need a copy of your form, you can attach form submissions as PDFs that are sent automatically upon form completion. So as you can see, the email notification option is very diverse in terms of the functionality. You can include attachments, send in PDFs, and also attach merged documents and tickets and more. And with this, we've gone over how we can send in email notifications. So we'll move on to the next type of notification available, and that is the SMS WhatsApp notification option. So, your WhatsApp notification is an effective way for businesses to get their messages in front of their audience because it is fast and convenient to send these messages and notifications to customers via this channel. It's very similar to SMS notifications in this way, where you can send in information such as appointment details, shipping details, and booking confirmation details where a user submits your form. Now, with the help of Zoho Forms, you can control your spam entries with WhatsApp OTP verification, which we have recently added into our WhatsApp notifications options. So, respondents who access your forms via public links will be required to enter their mobile number that is registered with WhatsApp to receive a one-time password and verify it before they access the form. So we've gone over how email notifications is a great channel to send in heavier notification containing a lot more details. But on the other hand, on the other spectrum, we have WhatsApp notifications, which, as you can see in the GIF, are very similar to the way SMS notifications work. Now, before I move on to the next type of notification we have available here, that is the push notification, I'd like to ask you one question in our poll, and that is if you have used the Zoho Forms mobile app before. So while your responses come in, I will go get into the push notifications option. So the push notifications give us a quick glance at the Zoho Forms mobile app. And I will discuss the Zoho Forms mobile app in a lot more detail in our upcoming webinar, that is the part 2 of Zoho Forms, a highly adaptive business tool for businesses everywhere. The push notifications options that's available in the Zoho Forms mobile app are available on both Android and iOS. And mobile notifications are a great way to stay updated about the arrival of new information or to be reminded about tasks to complete. So whether it's a lead being generated or a customer who needs quick assistance, these instant notifications help us avoid missing out on essential information. You can send notifications in the following way with the help of push notification. The first way is using push notification templates added for added and updated records. And the second option is to use form rules to send push notifications when a condition is satisfied. So as you can see in the GIF here, we have a quick view at how you can how push notifications work. So once a response has been submitted, you get a quick push notification in your mobile app, which shows you that an appointment has been successfully booked based on the input in data that has been submitted to you via the form submission. So, with this, we have reached an end of our webinar. That is the part one of this series. Actually, I'll give you a few minutes to ask us any questions. And while that goes on, I will simultaneously give you a quick recap of our entire session. So we covered branding and customization, two sister topics where we spoke about the theme builder, the way it can be used, the different ways in which you can customize your forms to suit your specific business or enterprise. And we spoke about how you can add custom domains to your forms, which adds another additional layer of professionalism and personalization. We spoke about how PDF templates and PDF editor adds in a customization to your form responses as well. Excuse me, to the PDFs that you sent based on your form responses. And we also spoke about how you can add inclusivity to your forms with the help of form language translations. Once we were done with branding and customization, we moved on to how you can share your forms by embedding them into your websites or web pages, and also how you can use the private sharing options for sharing forms within your organization and for administrative purposes as well. Finally, we went over the different automated notification options that were available in your forms, which it's natural to discuss how you can stay on top of notifications once you've shared your forms. And we coupled all of these topics with hands-on and demo sessions, so we could have a look at how these features worked in real time as well. And finally, we had a Q&A round where our support personnel were graciously answering a lot of the questions that were asked. And you can I'll leave the webinar running a few more minutes so you can ask any more questions that you have for us. Now you can always reach out to us at support@zohoforms.com if you have any queries or anything that you would like to help us with. We are available and ready to help you at all times. And we have a great support team that will assist you to any difficulties that you have while creating and sharing your forms as well. We would also appreciate any feedback from your end. So please write to us at feedback@zohoforms.com, and we will definitely follow up on any feedback that you have sent us. So with this, we've reached the end of our webinar. I hope that this session was useful for you. And if you are new here, I hope that you learned a lot as well. I will be glad to see you in the upcoming sessions, and I hope that you will join in to our future webinar sessions. With this, I will sign off. It was great seeing you, and I hope to see you again in the future. Thank you so much.